My live, I'm live, I guess. All right, hello everybody. What is happening? Shouldn't even ask you what's happening. It's just horrible. I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna last for words. Let me know, you guys. Come on here. Let me know what you guys think. This is just absolutely embarrassing. This is gonna be one of the hardest match reactions I'm gonna have to do. But I don't even know what to say. I don't even know where to start. But let me just take a moment to breathe here. It's just too much, man. It's just too much. You know what I mean? I can't stand it. It's just a bloody shambles at the back. Oh my goodness. It looked horrible, horrible, horrible. This is just the absolute most abhorrent, worst display, most ignominious display I've seen from Real Madrid. It's just absolutely horrible. Um, what else can I say? The scoreline just speaks for itself. 7-3, yeah. Maybe it was 7-3, but it was 7-0 at one point. It just looked... was it 7-0? I think it was 6-1. It's just wasn't that bad, but I don't know. Zidane's going to have to do something about this, because it's looking real bad. I don't think no one expected this. No one really envisaged this, it's a problem. It was a problem. Real Madrid fan says Atletico should have scored more than 5 goals first half. That was very humiliating. Definitely. They had 14 shots on target in the first half. They could have scored 14 goals in the first half. Literally, it was absolutely horrible. From what I said, it's just this is the absolutely most embarrassing thing I've seen from Real Madrid ever since I started watching them, because it's just, oh my goodness. Now, whose fault was it? Look, we look like a bunch of flimsy onions, and what I mean by that is just we look like players that want to play. Some of these players, I feel like they're wearing the name, but they're not living up to it. And I'm going to go on one of the players, and I think that player is going to be Sergio Ramos. Sergio Ramos today, look, I've talked about him before, but I really do want to talk about him today. Is that Sergio Ramos at the top level? He is going down. We have to accept that. We have to bring in a new center back. That's going to be Militao, obviously. Can we rely only on Militao? No. I think we have to bring in someone else who's absolutely proven at the top level for me. I don't know who will that be, but center back for me, man, that situation, if Militao can come in and do the job, that's great. But Nacho, man, if we have Nacho as a sub, I don't know what to say. Nacho is very reliable, usually very consistent. The past season, usually you get a free pass, but from what I saw from Nacho in these past few games, it's just been up and down. It's been pretty mercurial from Nacho, and I have to say that he hasn't been at his best. So I'm very worried about that center back position. And another position that I want to address, of course, is the right wing position. That position doesn't look a lot better either. I would say the only player that looks decent on that right wing position is going to be Kubo. Now, can we win a league title with Kubo? We absolutely cannot win a league title with Kubo. Why? He's young, inexperienced. In some games, he will have bad matches. That is only normal with the age that he's at. So we need to get a right winger. We need to get a center back. We need to get a CDM, because that CDM, as I've said time and time again, looks very perilous. I don't know what Zidane has in mind. I don't know what Zidane had in mind to sell Llorente, especially direct rivals. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what Zidane's thinking. Raul de Tomas was another striker, born and bred Real Madrid, sold him to Benfica. We got Luka Jovic. I thought he seemed like a very promising striker. So far, we haven't seen it. Very early days for Luka Jovic. I will not blame him for anything. It's very early, way too early to be blaming Luka Jovic. Obviously, he has to get up and running, but look, this is the thing with Luka Jovic. He's a fox in the box. He's not the guy that's going to provide in midfield or things like that. So that for me, that's why I like Benzema a lot better, just because Benzema does, I'll say, provide in the midfield. He's able to kind of, go on the wings, play, make plays happen and things like this. But anyways, let's get into the game for today, because it was just an absolute embarrassment. Obviously, you have the first minute, a goal from Atletico Madrid. João Felix exploits the space in between the lines and passes it to Diego Costa. And you can't really blame Ramos for it. You could to some extent, because he doesn't close him down quite fast enough. He did his best. It was just a bad deflection. Courtois can't get to it. It's a 1-0 for Real Madrid. First goal at the, a goal at the first minute is just absolutely horrible already. But João Felix was very, very good today. Oh my gosh, maybe Florentino Perez should have gone for that guy. But what do you guys think of João Felix, actually? Let me know in the comments, because he seemed like an absolute gem. And I have to say, I have to take the on that one. I didn't think he was going to be that good, but he seems like the real deal. And this was the thing also that I was noticing in the Atletico game, is that that was the weak link. It was Sergio Ramos. What happened with Sergio Ramos? You had the ball that was going over the defenders. Ramos couldn't catch up because Ramos doesn't have the pace that he once had. And then the defenders were just easily able to outrun Ramos. And what did I say in that last game versus Arsenal? Ramos did not have the pace for his Aubameyang. That looked very scary. This game, we see the same thing. Ramos doesn't have the same pace that he once had. And it's not good. It's not good. Real Madrid fan says, do you think after this match Real Madrid will sign any players? They'll sign players for sure. I have absolutely no doubt. We're not going to be able to sign all the players that we want. That's for sure. Especially the right wing position. I'm not sure about that. Before the transfer window closes, there's going to be a few players. I think Pogba seems like the one that's going to come. He's definitely going to consolidate the midfield for sure. But the right wing position seems a bit dubious to me. Center back position, still a bit dubious for me. And the left back position, Marcelo. This is the Marcelo that I was talking about time and time again. Marcelo has lost the art of pace, unfortunately. He can't come back like he used to. This is why we bought Ferland Mendy. Hopefully Ferland Mendy can come into the team. Real Madrid fans says Felix was so good. He reminded me a bit of CR7. Man, João Felix, man, his touch is just silky smooth. He's got deft footwork, and his first touch is, man, immaculate. I mean, I gotta say, Atletico Madrid, I mean, they've made a sagacious signing with João Felix. Anyways, yeah, 7th minute, he had a João Felix goal. Vinicius doesn't get to it. Look, he's still young, but come on, Vinicius, man, you got to get on it. Atletico Madrid, that's the thing with Atletico today. They were first on the ball. They seemed to want it a lot more than Real Madrid. Real Madrid just didn't seem to want it today. It seemed like, some of the players, they were just playing for the number or for the name on their shirt, and that's what it really came down to. Ramos and Marcelo, they should have closed down that space a little bit better. Cruz was also there, could have closed down that space a little bit better, but there you have it. It was the second goal. Then in the 9th minute, João Felix gets another chance. Diego Costa on the right, wide open. Marcelo can't catch up. Luckily, João Felix decides to take the shot, but Diego Costa was wide open. He could have gotten the goal, especially with the way he was today. Diego Costa was an absolute monster today, and this is the Diego Costa that we've seen time and time again. Then at the 12th minute, you have Morata out and Correa in. I don't know why, actually. Did Morata get injured, you guys? Because I don't know what happened there. It was a bit weird, but Morata did go out in the 12th minute, and then Correa went in, and then Correa did a fantastic job. Then in the 90th minute, you had Correa goal, 3-0 Real Madrid. Ramos and Marcelo, trying to close the guy down, but leaves Correa really wide open. The thing with Ramos, he tried to close down the other guy, and trying to close down, I believe it was Koke, and then he passes it to Correa. It only takes half a yard, really, and he makes the best out of it, and he scores a really good goal, and it's 3-0 to Atletico Madrid. And you think it can't get worse from there. 3 goals in 20 minutes, but it just does. It keeps getting worse. It's just a slippery slope. And then what do you have? Let's see, 4-0 Atletico Madrid. Ramos, a horrible pass. Diego Costa finishes, obviously, like a monster. And at the 29th minute, you have Karim Benzema that came on. Luka Jovic went off. And Luka Jovic, he hasn't looked the best, but he needs a service. That's the thing with Luka Jovic. He needs a service, and he's not getting that at the moment. And that's why I would like to see a Karim Benzema-Jovic partnership. I would like to see them, get a partnership, because I think that partnership can happen. It's just about them understanding each other. But I think there is massive potential in a partnership like that. 32nd minute, you have Cruz doesn't get his guy. Isco stands like a statue, and then Courtois makes a good save. And Courtois, we can't say anything about him. I believe he conceded 6 goals. Dude, Courtois seems to be unlucky, to be honest, in some situations, because some of the situations I see him in, he's just really not lucky. He was in a bad situation, today. I feel sorry for the guy because, he is a top goalkeeper. He is a top goalkeeper, And this season, I definitely said this. I want to back Courtois. I definitely want to back him. He's been a good goalkeeper wherever he's been at. So definitely will not give Courtois any stick. 37th minute, it could have been 5. Ramos standing again. Odriozola behind as well. And Odriozola for me remains a sub. Carvajal maybe got the red card, but it was more down to him not controlling himself. It wasn't due to a lack of maybe, I would say, negligent. It was more of a fact that he just got angry and both of them got heated. Diego Costa and Carvajal, they both got red cards. But Carvajal for me remains the number one. I don't know why Odriozola played. Maybe it's to get more game time, but especially versus Atletico Madrid. From what I saw versus Atletico Madrid, why do you play Odriozola and why do you play Nacho? Why do you play those players? It's not that they're not good, but they're squad players, especially considering you're trying to play versus an Atletico Madrid who have consolidated themselves over the summer, and you play Nacho and Odriozola. You're trying to make Atletico Madrid look like a joke, and maybe that's the reason why we lost. We underestimated Atletico Madrid 100%. So anyways, there you go. Vinicius hit the post at the 38th minute. And here's the thing with Vinicius. Could be a very good player, potentially. Potential is there. But the only thing with Vinicius, he's just not ready yet. For me, he's not ready. He needs to get more experience, whether that be a Castilla, whether that be a squad player at Real Madrid. Vinicius is not ready. Not ready. I want to see someone else on the right wing position. Vinicius, Rodrigo, not ready for me yet. Not ready for me. We could see João Felix playing in between the lines a lot. He was, João Felix, as we know, he was very, very good today. Real Madrid fans says Real Madrid players desire to play. I think they had enough trophies. Their time at Real Madrid is over. I agree with you 100%, Real Madrid fan. Agree 100%. Some of these players, I would say Sergio Ramos and Marcelo, it essentially comes down to that. They're over-satiated with trophies, and as a result of that, they're becoming complacent, and it's just to the point where they're not able to motivate themselves. And I've said this in the past, actually. What I would like to see at Real Madrid is a good group of psychologists to help these Real Madrid players, to help motivate these Madrid players back to the players that they were before, because there's definitely top players in there. It's just that they're not able to motivate themselves because they have won everything there is needed to win. It's kind of like life. If you do everything that you want to do in life, then what's the point of doing it again when you've already done it? There's no motivation to do it again. IA says Cruz was the worst player on the pitch. Our CDM pressured their defenders for no reason and leaving so much space. Yeah, definitely. Cruz wasn't great either, but for me, I think the defense was just horrible. For me, I think the defense was the positions that needed to be blamed. Our CDM pressuring their defenders for no reason. Yeah, I know. There was so much space in that midfield. That midfield was, split open like I don't even know, but it was just horrible. It's horrible. Then 43rd minute, penalty to Atletico Madrid. And like you said, where's the midfield? And they were just splitting us open like nothing. And then it's 5-0 to Atletico Madrid. Diego Costa gets that first half hat trick. And it's just, look, I said that's what I said. Balls over the top, run it. They were running in behind the defense, and we lacked pace in the defense. Nacho and Ramos, no pace there. And Atletico Madrid had Diego Costa and João Felix. João Felix, high energy, very young player. So second half, we did a little bit better in the second half, but nothing that really convinces me. Diego Costa got a goal in the 50th minute. Nacho, horrible defending. João Felix, perfect pass. Man, João Felix, I'm going to say this time and time again, he looks like an absolute gem. João Felix, left-hand flank, is free on that 56th minute. Marcelo just leaves it wide open. And I am going to match Marcelo today, actually, because, I've seen this time and time again from Marcelo, and it's too much. 64th minute, then you have a red card from Carvajal and Diego Costa. And that's the end of that. It's 10 versus 10. Diego Costa, 4 goals. That's already good enough, man. You're good to go, seriously. Vitolo, 71st minute, goal, 7-1. And this is down to inexperienced center backs. I'm not going to blame them. At this point, it doesn't even matter, does it? And then a couple of shots, 72nd, 74th minute. It could have been 10-1. It could have been 10-1. Navas was very good. But yeah, there you go. What else? Gareth Bale. I want to say Gareth Bale actually looked more like a Real Madrid player than any Real Madrid player that was playing out there on the pitch. For a guy that's about to leave the club, this guy looked like he was playing his heart out. I don't know. What do you guys think about Gareth Bale, actually? Let me know in the comments, because Gareth Bale really looked like, I would say, the best player on the pitch. He was the best player on the pitch. The only other player I can think of who was good maybe was Kubo. But that's it. Gareth Bale, man, I don't want him to leave to China. It would be very sad. He would be wasting his career, and I hope it doesn't happen, but it seems like that one's going to happen. At Real Madrid, I don't think he could make it. I would say he could make it, but not under Zinedine Zidane. It is what it is. Gareth Bale, man, best of luck to you. You deserve it. Hopefully everything goes well, man, because, yeah. Let's see, 85th minute, penalty for Nacho. Nacho really had a game of two halves, Nacho first half was fantastic, but, not fantastic. First half for Nacho was, man, it was mortification for Nacho. It was just absolutely horrible. But then the second half, he got, I believe, he got goal, and then he got the penalty for the goal. So he's pretty good in that last 10 minutes of the second half. But no, Nacho for me still not exonerated from all the blame. IA says the defense is the midfield. The midfield left our defenders exposed, force them to make crazy tackles to speedy wingers, which is really hard. I see what you mean, IA. I see what you mean, definitely. I see what you mean. That's a good point, actually. IA, Rodrigo looks so good, so fast and rapid. Yeah, Rodrigo does look good. I have to say. I would say the only thing with Rodrigo is I don't know if he can make it, especially, man, you're considering, Real Madrid right wing position, 38 games a season plus. I wouldn't say that, Real Madrid fan says I was putting so much hope on Hazard. So far, he didn't do much. We have to be patient with Hazard. And Hazard, I believe, had a pretty good game, actually. Not his fault at all for what happened today. And Hazard was, with what he had today, with what he had to deal with, he had so much quality. I think he provided the first assist for Nacho. We saw a glimpse of what he can do. We saw a few things here and there, but not enough service for Hazard. Ball wasn't being fed to him quite enough. So Hazard, for me, gets a little bit vindicated just because he didn't get quite the service he needed. But then 89th minute, you had the third goal from De La Fuente. I believe it was De La Fuente or someone else. I don't even know, actually, to be honest. But there you go. Anyways, look, I'll say this. The good news is that it is preseason, you guys. And that is the only good news I can tell you guys. That is the only good news. We've had this problem in the past, let's be honest. How much was it? 7-3? No, we didn't have this problem in the past. But we had problems in the past. We lost to Manchester United in preseason. There's some games where we didn't look good in preseason. So this is not new to us. Under Zinedine Zidane, it doesn't seem like we do so well in preseason. So that is what I have to say about that. Marcelo, like I said, with that yard of pace, he lacks it. Mendy has to be that number one. Left back. Vinicius with the inexperience. Still lacking end product for me, Vinicius. I would like to see someone else on that right wing position. But we'll have to see what happens. This is definitely a wake-up call to Zinedine Zidane, so he will have to do something about this. This is what I was talking when we were talking about selling to direct rivals. James Rodriguez, Llorente. Why are we selling players to our direct rivals? We are making our direct rivals stronger. And if you sell James Rodriguez to Atletico Madrid, make them even stronger than what they already are. Do not want to do that. I think Florentino Perez at this point will not sell James Rodriguez to Atletico Madrid. And I think there has been reports that he will stay at the club. So I don't even know what's going to happen there. Like I said, no fault on Courtois. It's just a bad situation. Odriozola is a sub. Yeah. And I think that's it. And why not play Mariano? I didn't see anything from Mariano. I was quite surprised, actually. I would like to see Mariano play more. He has a lot of energy, and I think we could use that energy, at Real Madrid. So there you have it. I think that is the match reaction. The only thing I could say, why sell Raul de Tomas? Especially when I don't know what Zidane has in mind, but hopefully he can come up with something. This situation just looks so scary. But we'll just have to see what happens, guys. I think that's all I have for you guys today. That's just enough. Can't take it anymore. It's too much. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. and take care of you guys. I will be coming out with a more detailed analysis tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. Like I said, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much, and have a good